This is probably one of the best scalping strategies for small accounts. Alright, so let's get right into the strategy that will take place on the 5-minute. But before we get into it, please let me know down below what your favorite time frame is. What's the time frame that you are trading the most on? I'm really curious to see, because like this, for my future videos, I know what to focus on. Okay, so please take 2 or 3 seconds and go down in the comment section and let me know what time frame do you love the most. And now let's get right into this lovely strategy. So this is a scalping strategy that's going to take place on the 5-minute. Okay, of course, as a disclaimer, I think it's working on the 3-minute time frame as well as on the 1-minute, but in my opinion, on the 5-minute it's gonna perform better because it's gonna be less noise. You don't have to worry about missing the setup. You won't get overwhelmed. Okay, and in my opinion, this is super important. So on the 5-minute, you'll be comfortable using this strategy, in my opinion. Okay, now what do you need for this strategy? We need 3 indicators. So we go right here, we click EMA, moving average exponential. We double click it because we need 2 EMAs. One of them will be set at 200 as the length. Then you can choose whatever color you want. And the second one is going to be set at 50. And again, you can choose whatever color you want. I have the 200 pink and the 50 blue. Other than that, we need the RSI as well. So we go here and we click RSI, Relative Strength Index. Then the RSI will be right here and we use default settings. All you have to do is remove this RSI based moving average. And now we are all set. Okay, what are the rules for this scalping strategy? So when we look for sales, we must be below the 200 EMA, and the 50 EMA must be below the 200 EMA as well, of course, and price has to be below the 50 EMA. For buys, the exact opposite. Okay, so this is more of a trend strategy, which is good because when choppiness like this happens, when the market has low volume and doesn't know which side to pick, with this strategy you will basically just stay out of the market, which is good because it will protect you from these type of consolidations. All right, so now what are the entry rules? The entry rules are this: price, for a sell, price has to retrace. Okay, it either has to close on the 50, but we don't need to see closed candles above the 50 EMA. If we see closed candles above the 50 EMA like here, we won't take the trade. We either need to see a pullback that's either touching the 50 or it's a bit below the 50 EMA. And we also need to see the RSI above the 50 level because we are looking for sales. For buys, it's the exact opposite, okay? But we do not enter when we see full candles closing above the 50 EMA for a sell or below the 50 EMA for a buy. Okay, now I'm gonna use the recent price action to show you some examples. Right here, when we see price action like this, we just don't trade at all. We just wait for the market to pick a side. Okay, and right here, although we are above the 50 EMA, price is moving up, the 200 is above us. All right, so for buys, 50 EMA must be above the 200 EMA and price must be above the 50 EMA. Okay, the rules are very simple. Right here, check this out. Also, for the people that do not have time to trade Forex every single day or still struggle being profitable while trading Forex, but still want to get setups like this, I highly recommend you check out my free signal group on Telegram. The link is down below. This setup was literally sent today. It was a buy limit pending order. All we do is send pending orders because like this, every single one of you will be able to make profits from the signals. And this one was sent in the VIP. Of course, if you want to upgrade to the VIP, where we do VIP live weekly coaching sessions every single week, you can do that from the free signal group. Okay, enjoy and thank me later. We have a pullback right here. It's touching the 50 MA and we have, this is the bearish engulfing. No, this isn't the bearish engulfing. So if we don't see a candlestick pattern, we don't enter either. Okay, that's also a very important rule, which is probably the last rule. Okay, if we do not get a candlestick confirmation, we do not enter the trade, no matter how good it looks. So right here, check this out. If we would have entered here, the stop loss would have got hit. Okay, And here, yes, you got a pin bar. This is a very beautiful candlestick pattern, but we stick to our rules. Yes, we are above the 50 level on the RSI, but this candle fully closed above the 50 EMA. So for me, that is a no. Okay, so we are going to avoid this right here. And we are going to move to see if we get some different setups. Okay, this looks pretty decent, but we are below the 50 level on the RSI. This right here looks pretty decent as well, and I think this would have been a win, but I wouldn't have took it because let me zoom in. This is not a candlestick pattern for me. Okay, this is not a bearish engulfing, therefore I wouldn't have took it. Okay, I would have probably entered here if I was to take it, and stop loss would have been above the previous high, and take profit, me personally, I tested this with a 1 to 2 and it has worked pretty decent. Now, of course, you can test it with some other risk to reward ratios as well. It is totally up to you. And as you can see, this would have been a take profit. But again, I wouldn't have took this trade, okay? Because I'm very strict to my rules. Now, check this out. This is a trade I would have took, okay? So let me use the bar replay for this one, okay? So check this out. We have a clean pullback, but we didn't fully close above the 50 EMA. Okay, this is only half of a candle that is above the 50 EMA. So for me, this is valid. We are above the 50 level on the RSI. So now I just wait for a candlestick confirmation, and we have it right here. It closed below the body of the candle, and for me, that is a bearish engulfing. Stop loss would have been right above this candle, and take profit right here for a nice 1 to 2. If we play the market, this would have been a very nice win, okay? So these are literally the rules you need to follow, okay? Here again, we didn't close fully above the 50 EMA, so let's see if we got any type of candlestick confirmations. And to be honest, for me, yes, we did actually. We did. I was about to say that for me, even though this would have been a win, I wouldn't have probably taken it. But check this out. Check where I would have got in. So I wouldn't have got in on this one, on this pin bar, because we weren't above the 50 level yet, I think. Let me check. If we were, then I would have took it. No, check this out. We weren't, so I'm not going to take the sell there. Okay, I'm waiting. Okay, we are above the 50. We didn't fully close above the 50 EMA with a full candle, so now I'm safe to say that I'm looking for a candlestick pattern. And check this out. This lovely, lovely pin bar. I'm going to enter the sell right there. Stop loss right above the wick. And take profit 1 to 2. Let's see how this would have played out. Oh, small drawdown. And again, another beautiful take profit. So these are two examples. And let me quickly see if I can find a buy example as well before I end this video. It's pretty much the exact same thing, okay? It's really simple to follow. That's why, in my opinion, it is very important to have a strategy with fixed rules, because like this, you can easily follow it, okay? I mean, JPY was pretty bearish lately, so I don't know if I can find some bullish examples. Yeah, I do have a bullish example right here, but this is a losing trade, but it doesn't matter. We also lose trades. But I'm gonna still show it with, I'm still gonna share it with you guys. So again, price above the 200, 50 EMA above the 200, and price above the 50 EMA. Okay, this criteria is met. Right here we have a pullback. Right here we have a pullback. Boom, check this out. Below the 50 level on the RSI, and we are not closing below the 50 EMA fully. So we are just waiting for a candlestick pattern. Boom, we enter right there on the candle closure, stop loss right below the previous low, and take profit for a nice 1 to 2. Again, as for trade management, you could consider moving your stop loss at break even at 1 to 1, and in this case it would have been a break even trade. This will, in my opinion, help you because it will basically give you a loss rate of a 1 to 1 strategy, even though you are aiming for a 1 to 2. Okay, so this could literally help you. This could have been considered as a small hammer price went below the 50 level on the RSI. Again, we are above the 50, price is trending upwards, so this could have been a entry right here, and take profit would have been 1 to 2, which would have been a win once again. Okay, so this strategy, I would say it has a pretty decent win rate. I would say 50-55% for a 1 to 2 strategy. That is very, very solid in my opinion. Okay, but now please do your own diligence. Okay, I'm not a financial advisor, this is just for educational purposes. So please make sure after you watch this video, go ahead and backtest this strategy yourself using the bar replay if you want to, or on a demo account I would suggest, and see if you enjoy it. Okay, pairs that I recommend to use this strategy with are probably AUD JPY, AUD USD, GBP USD, GBP JPY, and probably Euro JPY as well. 5 pairs should be enough in my opinion. It's a scalping strategy, so you'll more than likely get setups every single day. Okay, and also trade it within session. Okay, let's say if you trade GBP USD, do not trade GBP USD during Asian session. Okay, that's just my advice. All right, apart from this, this was pretty much the strategy. What can I say? If you have any questions, please let me know down below. I'll reply to every single one of you. And if you enjoyed this strategy, make sure to leave a like, and also make sure to subscribe to not miss out on future uploads like this one. And as always, I'm going to see you all in the next video. Goodbye.